Let us create a packed bubble chart. So we select region, sales amount, and then select the last visualization that we have, which is a packed bubble chart. So it's very simple. All the different regions are shown as different bubbles. Now the color is the same because we haven't selected anything in our color mark. If I put my region in my color, then obviously every region becomes a different color. If we put our segment in our color, then you notice that the number of bubbles increase because each one of these bubbles is representing one region and a particular segment. If I put segment in columns, then it breaks this down into three sets of packed bubble charts. So let's do that once again. If I choose my country and I keep my sales value and we make this into a packed bubble chart, when I click on the plus sign, we can see the different states, and finally we can see all the cities as well. What we can do here is, number one, to keep different colors, perhaps we can keep country in color so that every country is a different color. And finally, in our filter, we want to keep different regions. So I'll remove this card. We don't need this. We will select our region, click on show filter. And now you notice whichever region I select, it is showing me only that particular country, states and city as the hierarchy. Let's make this into a single value drop down so it becomes a little easier for us to operate on. And as you can see, we get this beautiful visualization. In addition to this, we can also keep profit as a filter. And I can say that I'm not interested in the particular locations that have a profit less than zero. And then again, the data gets filtered. If you want to be stricter, then you can control this even more. So I can say I only want to see profits that are greater than 3,000. And now you notice the number of bubbles will significantly decrease because there are very few cities that have a profit over 3,000. And of course, this can be customized by the end user. So as in how you wish to see more or fewer bubbles, you can control the slider. Something we can also do now is to utilize the pages card, which we haven't done till now. So I can put my order date in pages and right click and choose my quarter. So you notice that we have chosen the quarter as a page, and on the right side we get a card that looks like this. Now this allows us to run an animation. So if I click on the normal button, I can control the speed. So we have slow, normal and fast. So I'm choosing normal right now. And when I click on the play button, you notice that the animation runs on its own and it takes me through all the different quarters one by one. To make it seem even more appealing, in format, you can go to animations and then turn animations on. And what that will do is, it will show a subtle animation when you're moving from one quarter to the other. Now do remember that by default, the animations are turned off, so you have to go and turn them on. Obviously, pages is not restricted only to the packed bubble chart. You can use pages wherever you want to. For example, if I come back to my, let's say our tree map, and we put order date in pages, we can again do the same thing. Go to quarter, increase the speed, and when I click on play, then the tree map keeps on changing from one quarter to the other. So this is an excellent way of representing dynamic data sets to the end user.